Okay, avatars and manifestations. First off, we know Jesus Christ is the physical manifestation of God. Um, and from there it gets interesting. Um, God is not the only one who has a manifestation. All his siblings, all these other forces in the universe that created themselves, have manifestations as well. Now, I don't know if God does avatars. I know he did it once before to defeat Tathamet. His avatar died in battle. Anu, I think was his name, died in battle, and so did Tathamet. Um, but yes, avatars. I think it takes, at least in the Dungeons and Dragons setting, it takes up to a whole day to make an avatar. Um, some avatars, I believe, are higher ranking than others. I think making avatars could possibly be a lost art. Um, Now that everybody's manifestation is here, they may be more interested in that. The spirit may be more interested in the manifestation than all its numerous avatars. Um, I believe avatars will like have their own planet or their own section of the underworld or whatever, um, Hyperborea or whatever, beyond the poles, lands beyond the poles, however it works. You'll have, because I mean, here, whole countries are avatars. For instance, France is Asmodeus. Now, I'm not saying everybody there is an avatar of Asmodeus, but when you look at pictures on Google Images of the people wearing traditional whatever, cheering for their France national team or in a pride parade or whatever. Not gay pride parade, but am I allowed to say gay? But I mean like a national pride parade or whatever. Um, like Puerto Rico is a demon named Rosier, demon of love, and Puerto Rico is like the island of love or whatever. Um, uh, Chile, I believe, is um, the what's his name? Guardian Angel, the third Guardian Angel, maybe the second one. Oh, rats! I can't think of his name right now. It's Prometheus. No, not Prometheus. Is it Perseus? Whoever rode uh, the winged horse, possibly. America is Satan. Mexico is Mephistopheles, and so on and so forth. Okay. Um, China is Azathoth. Japan is Leviathan, the fallen angel, not the demon. I mean, it goes. The list goes on and on. I've probably figured out like 100 different countries, um, and who they're. Germany is Lucifer, um, and they're from all walks of life. They're uh, fallen angels or outer beings, or I believe Morocco is death. Everybody there is an avatar of death. Ethiopia, everybody there is an avatar of Ouroboros. Those are two things that created themselves, two siblings of God. Um, so yeah, so, but I'm saying I think there are like whole like realms where everybody there, whatever sectors of hell or wherever in the universe, where everybody there is an avatar of this being. So then they, can mirror that, as in heaven, so on earth, as below, as above, so below. So if they're like in the underworld, um, they'll also have their own country above land. Okay. Um, And like for instance, I don't have a country because all I make is male avatars, so I can't have a country. And then there's uh, like for instance, Luna, I'm pretty sure only makes female avatars. Um, so yeah. Oh, India, everyone there is an avatar of life. Death's brother, life, created itself. Um, so I'm saying, I think okay, so you'll have whole countries. So those are made up a lot of randomly spawned avatars. Like yeah, you can spend a day on making an avatar, but you can probably also make one pretty quick. Of course, there's not going to be no grand avatar. I think there you can have like a grand avatar of whatever aspect of you got going on. So you could have a grand avatar of music, a grand avatar of writing, and you in the spiritual world you put this avatar under your wing. You train it, you show it. It's there to lead all these other minor avatars um, to victory or whatever. Um, so so yeah, I'm saying I think there's a lost art to making avatars. Like I don't know if anybody spends like a whole day making them. I think there's like a warrior avatar. Especially a lost art to that, um, which could be why sports were so good back in the day. You had all these warrior avatars that took 24 hours to make or whatever. They took the whole time to make it. And now they just make all these like goofy celebrity avatars because they just have fallen into all that. And so now all the athletes like are celebrities. When they used to just be like these machines that just played sports or whatever. Like a real warrior, you just wanted to just be this machine, single-minded machine. Um, and yeah, that probably it's anti decadence when you do that, and so everybody's kind of fallen into decadence, and I don't have time to you know spend all day making an avatar. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget that. Well, especially when I have my manifestation there, I'm gonna do whatever for that. Um, so let's see here. Um, I think another thing, I think like a lot of my past lives were avatars' past lives. Um, like Shakespeare and Beethoven. Um, but I think like Julius Caesar, that was me, and then Michelangelo, that was me. I think the manifestations don't really. I mean, this shit is disgusting. Who wants to be here? Get picked on by everybody. Look what happened to Jesus. I think the manifestations, yeah, they're just too much into their senses. Like this is why they get outdone by their avatars as far as like fame and money and stuff. But it's important for the manifestation to do what it's doing, and I believe the avatars feed off of the manifestation. It's like one big cult or whatever, one big gang. Um, I think there's probably a lot of just regular angels out there that just don't have avatars. I think that's something like fancy. That fancy spirits do. Um, let's see. What else about these little avatars? Oh, okay, yeah, the spinning apple. So there's people out there who don't have an inner narrative, can't imagine an apple, much less an apple spinning in their mind. Those are probably just garbage, random avatars. Okay, and that's probably what they're trying to do to defeat us. Is just flood us out with these just avatars that took 2 minutes to make, and you see that just in the world, just crappy, just people just not don't have the same attention to detail, And as a result, these humans walking around that didn't have attention to detail paid to their spirit form or whatever, here they are, taking a crap on all of existence. So yeah, so let's see. I don't think now the avatars, the especially the female avatars, just as far as beauty, they don't compare. Okay, but I think avatars aren't really into like manifestations. I think they like other avatars. I think it's kind of gets kind of like what is that game? It's not Sim City, but it's like Sim Life or whatever, and you can kind of sit back and watch how your avatars like treat each other and who they like to date and shit. I don't know. It's something you could write about. They make good characters. Tony Soprano is just such a excellent example. He's an avatar of Gabriel, um, and he's just he's just avatar minded as hell. Um, I don't think that physically they can reach the same level, like as far as athletics, but I think they can get pretty damn close. And again, if you're um, not training like your avatar will like be able to in any whatever it is, music or I'm saying like this is a world built for avatars. This is like this is their world. We're just starting to like pop up here recently. I think a lot of the supermodels kicked it off, like Twiggy. A lot of the old school supermodels were like the first manifestations and just shocked people with their beauty. Um, that's another thing. All supermodels are manifestations. I think there's some type of like divine ratio or whatever. And so if they're not a manifestation, if they're just an avatar, like something will be off. Like their hands will be too big or they won't have the divine symmetry. And I'm saying you don't have to be from heaven to have that. But just something about the manifestation um, is and all Zornography stars are manifestations. Okay, except all the famous ones. The teen ones are all avatars of Mescanet or whatever, or Alithia or whatever, however you say her name. Um, but yeah, um, let's see if there's anything else I got here rattling around in my head about avatars. Um, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Um, for this video. So, hope that helps. Um, and yeah, see you later.